Have you ever sat down to do something important, only to realize a few minutes later that your mind has already drifted away? In a quiet suburban town lived a teenage boy named Ethan, who faced this exact problem every day. Ethan was intelligent and curious, but he struggled to stay focused on anything for long. Whenever he opened a book, his phone demanded attention. When he tried to study, his thoughts jumped to games, messages, or friends. Teachers often said he had potential but lacked consistency, and deep down, Ethan knew they were right. One evening, after watching him move from task to task without finishing, his mother gently told him that his ability was not the problem, his attention was. Ethan ignored her words, believing that focus was something people were either born with or not. A few weeks later, Ethan's school invited a retired performance coach named Mr. Harrison to speak about discipline and success. After the talk, Ethan's mother asked if he could help her son, and the next day they met at a local park. Mr. Harrison handed Ethan a small notebook and asked him to walk from one bench to a nearby tree while drawing a single straight line across the page without stopping. Ethan thought it was easy, but as he walked, children ran past him, cars honked, and his phone buzzed in his pocket. His hand wavered, the line broke, and ink smudged the paper. When he reached the tree, Mr. Harrison showed him the messy page and asked why he failed. Ethan admitted he got distracted. The coach explained that the page represented Ethan's potential, the pen was his attention, and the world would always try to pull his focus away unless he decided where it belonged. That lesson stayed with Ethan. From that day forward, he started small. He woke up at the same time every morning, kept his phone out of reach while studying, and worked in short, focused sessions. At first it felt uncomfortable. His mind resisted and constantly searched for distractions, but each time it wandered, he calmly brought it back. 5 minutes of quiet focus slowly became 10, then 15, and over the weeks he noticed a change. He began completing tasks, his memory improved, and challenges that once overwhelmed him became manageable. Months later, a regional academic competition was announced where students had to solve difficult problems under strict time pressure. Many students panicked, but when Ethan sat down, he blocked out the noise, ignored the clock, and focused on one question at a time. Just like the straight line in the notebook, his attention stayed steady. When the results were announced, Ethan was declared the winner, not because he was the most talented, but because he had learned to control his mind. Mr. Harrison smiled proudly from the crowd. From that day on, Ethan was no longer known as the boy who lacked focus, but as the one who mastered it. Talent may open doors, and luck may create opportunities, but discipline decides who succeeds. If this story sparked even a small sense of motivation within you, do not ignore it. The direction of your life can change the moment you choose to control your attention. Your next chapter begins now.